Spencer Rattler is one of the most controversial players in college football history. He was supposed to be a Heisman favorite, along with many others such as Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, and DJ Uiagalelei. But he ended up flopping so bad he will not even go to the draft and is now in the transfer portal after Lincoln Riley left for USC. He was one of the greatest players in college football in 2020, but in 2021 he took a huge step back as he was not good at all. It all started with a fall against Tulane. Well, it was a win, but he fell hard against Tulane. His final score 40-35. Spencer Rattler had 1,483 yards, 11 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, 71 quarterback rating in 5 games. After those 5 games, he would eventually be replaced by his successor, Caleb Williams, and Caleb looked a lot better. Caleb looked a lot better this year, gotta admit that. But Spencer Rattler still has a chance to bounce back and become potentially a really good player once again. He's now in the transfer portal on teams such as from Oklahoma, and teams such as UCLA, Oregon, Arizona State, Nebraska, USC themselves, but he's likely not going to USC. USC themselves have shown interest in Spencer Rattler. Today I'm going to be talking about why Spencer Rattler going to UCLA would be a smart option not only for him, but for the program and Chip Kelly and Chip Kelly's offense. Welcome to my channel, and here's today's video for you. Like I said before, Spencer Rattler used to be a Heisman favorite, alongside players such as Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Bijan Robinson, and many others. He was a raw prospect, 5-star recruit at the start of his career, and in 2019 he did not see much play action behind Jalen Hurts. However, he was still a really good player, and it would show that in 2020. Despite a rocky start losing to Kansas State and Iowa State, he would bounce back and lead the Sooners to a conference championship. And honestly, had they not lost one of those 2 games, I feel like they should have gotten a playoff opener against Texas A&M. But this stuff happened. And then in 2021, he's a consensus Heisman favorite. He is the possible number 1 pick. He was with a number 1 pick between him and Sam Howell, another name who was in the Heisman favorites, who ended up flopping badly as well, but not to the extent Rattler did. But like I said before, Rattler flopped really bad. It was almost like he got space jammed. It was almost like he got space jammed because he really fell apart badly. And what I think, honestly, is that he needs a new fresh start. He needs a new fresh start to kind of like a prove to me that you can come back type of thing. And well, he can find that at almost any program, right? But what makes UCLA unique is that Chip Kelly's playing style is suited to Spencer Rattler. UCLA runs a pro style offense, which is basically a way of saying like an NFL team. ETR 2021 for this had 2,409 yards, 21 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, with 79.4 quarterback rating, which was in the top 10s for every single one of those stats. He was really good this season and last season as well, where he showed flashes of being a top-tier NFL quarterback. I'm going aside from the topic of the video to say that Dorian Thompson-Robinson maybe day 2 or day 3 pick, but that's another story. I'm probably going to be doing a video focused on him whenever the draft comes up in April, a few days before the draft. But anyway, like I said, that's a different story. Spencer Rattler is going to come into the transfer portal expecting to start, of course, which UCLA has 3 quarterbacks on the roster. Parker McQuarrie, who is probably going to be the 4th string at this point, regardless if Rattler comes or not. Ethan Garbers, who now is a current starter, and J.P. Zamora, for walk-on from Washington. I'm very excited to see what it can do. Ethan Garbers is a day-ready starter, but I'm expecting Chip Kelly to give the shot to Spencer Rattler if he's going to grade him, because of course especially since if Arizona State is found guilty of the recruiting violation, did bye everybody. So, and Nebraska is possibly the closest competitor UCLA has to Rattler, because Nebraska just lost Adrian Martinez to the portal, and apparently Rattler expressed interest in joining. Now about UCLA's roster, Casimir Allen, which was Chip Kelly's first recruit, showed massive flares in this USC game that I'm showing right now, and Ethan Fernandez also really good running back, so there are two weapons Spencer Rattler can use in a not exactly run first offense, but more like a adapt to the spread offense, because one analyst, I remember that one analyst called UCLA the anti-Oregon, because Chip Kelly at Oregon played a fast offense rushing. He called no huddles all the time. He was really fast in their plays. But UCLA seems to be a little bit slower. UCLA seems slower. They seem more physical. They seem more physical with the O-line, even though it took time to improve the O-line, but it still looks more physical. Dorian Thompson-Robinson can take the run when needed. He can throw. He had three tight ends this year, I think. Dolchich Greg Dolchich, mostly the best one. Didn't receive that much targets, but when he did, he was really, really efficient, as like by this play right here in the 2020 game against Colorado. Dorian Thompson-Robinson escaped the pocket when needed, and however, he doesn't need to. He can make the throw when needed, and that is really good for someone like Spencer Rattler, who is not exactly a mobile quarterback, because he can run, but he doesn't need to with the system UCLA has, right? They've returned to a dominant run game. They turned to a dominant run game with Zach Charbonnet and Britton Brown. I don't really know what's going to happen to Britton Brown, honestly, because Charbonnet is going to draft. Charbonnet is getting drafted. Possibly a day 2 pick, or maybe even a day 1 pick if the Bills want to get a running back that early, because it's projected to the Bills in the second round. But like I said, the offense is set up to be great, and possibly next year Casimir Allen can be converted to a running back, like we did with Demetric Felton, which turned out amazing. That turned out amazing for him, because really he was an elite he was an elite player at his time at UCLA, and that's one of the things that UCLA has that most other schools don't: a variety of weapons and a variety of way to use them. Because Chip Kelly runs the pro style offense now here at UCLA, and it's finally working. It took 4 years, well, 3 if you want to count 2020 as a partial success, but it took 3 years to get this offense cooking. And now that it's working, we've seen results. We scored the most points on USC ever. Sure, it took the worst USC of all time, really, but we've scored the most points on USC ever, with 62 in the Coliseum. In the Coliseum as well. It's a tough place to play at times, but this was the worst USC in the last 20 years. Actually, I've heard that 6 teams tied for 1 Coliseum win. That is including USC, right? So 5 other teams. That is insane. But going back to the topic, like I said, UCLA had the talent necessary to be a successful Spencer Rattler. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.
Thank you.